Hi, my name is Melanie, and welcome to Empowered Living.
Has your life been filled with disappointment after disappointment? Failed relationships, intimate or other? Unfulfilled jobs or career choices? Or desires that have yet or never seemed to be happening for you? Leaving you thinking that you're always the one getting the short end of the stick, and nothing ever works out for you. Well, friends, I'm here to tell you that none of that negative self-talk that keeps playing over and over in your head is true. And if you allow me, I can help you prove it to yourself.
I'm sure most of you can identify with some of those images that you just saw. And it's really hard. It's really hard to have those emotions. And if you're like me, you've had way too many of those moments of feeling frustrated, stressed out, or filled with anxiety in your day-to-day lives. And I just wanted it to end. I wanted a way out of that cycle of thoughts that kept me locked in and basically locked out of the life that I so wanted to live. And you know, the real funny thing is that most people who have had any interaction with me would tell you that I am one of the most positive people that they know. Always willing to give a positive, uplifting comment to them, something to help them get through that day or to get through their day. But I wasn't doing that for myself. I wasn't ever really doing that. I was always so closed off and so closed in and always wanting to be that light for everyone else, but I really wasn't that light for myself. And I basically kind of burned myself out on being so open with everyone else. But when it came to the happiness that I so desired, I was empty. It was like the tank had been completely depleted. And that's when I had to go inside and realize that a change had to happen. I wasn't sure exactly where. I wasn't exactly sure how. I just knew that I had to do it. And so what I did was I started in one of the darkest places that I had not even considered. My childhood. I had so many hidden triggers locked deep inside of my subconscious mind. It was a wonder that I had ever been so inspirational or positive in so many people's lives. Nonetheless, it was how I had been operating my entire life, trained to take care of everyone else's needs but my own. You know, I often tell people when we get on this topic that we rush to get from underneath our parents' roofs and their rules, saying things like, I can't wait to get out of this house. I can't wait to leave these crazy people. Only to pack them in our most deepest, most valuable possessions, our thoughts and our behaviors. There are so many adult bodies walking around with wounded children mindsets that are getting triggered on the daily with things that seemingly resemble their childhood. And so, as for me, I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to take control of my life. I wanted to live a happier life, not bombarded with these unknowing thoughts that kept triggering every response that I had. I wanted to dive into this ocean of me and start to really do this work. I didn't want to do it in therapy though. Not that I had anything against therapy, because I've done therapy. But this time, I wanted it to be different. I wanted it on a whole different level. I wanted to reach out into that spiritual part of myself to really start this process. No one knew me better than me. No one knew my whys better than me. And so it was up to me to sit with myself and really start this unraveling process. And if you're like me, and any of this resonated with you, I'd like to invite you back to Empowered Living, where the whole point here will be to unravel, to unlearn, and start the healing process of all of those places within yourself that you didn't really even consciously know were there. It's time to live happy. It's time. It's time for you. See you soon.